This is the Kia Stinger, one of the most talked about cars of the year, and presents Kia's first serious attempt at a desirable performance saloon. The Stinger is based on a shortened version of the Hyundai Genesis platform, with the engine at the front and sending power to the rear wheels. Two engine options are available, a 2-litre turbo 4-cylinder producing 182 kilowatts and a 3.3-litre twin-turbo V6 with 272 kilowatts of power, both being sent via an 8-speed automatic transmission. 4 variants are available and each very well equipped, although disappointingly, active safety features are only available on the top 2 trim levels. Today we're looking at the range-topping GT. The design is the first thing that hits you, and I think it looks properly amazing, even better in person. Wheels range from 18 to 19 inches, with ours fitted with Brembo brakes as standard. The rear 3/4 view shows the joint of the shoulder and roofline, which branches out to give the car a wide stance, and frames the rear taillights which stretch all along the back. Our model has quad exhaust pipes, whilst a bimodal exhaust system has recently been confirmed by Kia Australia and will cost you $2,660 for a retrofit to the V6 models. Whilst Kia say that work has begun to develop a system for the entry-level 4-cylinder. The side view is my favourite and clearly shows the results of good design proportions. The Smart Key system allows you to lock and unlock the car by pushing the button, although there are no sensors on the back of the door handle. Alright, let's climb on board. As you may have noticed, the driver can program their seat and steering wheel settings into the key, so once the door is shut, these will move to their last saved position. And when you exit, the seat moves all the way back and the steering wheel pushes forward for easy entry and exit. And to start the car up, foot on the brake, and the engine start-stop button is to the left. On the driver's door card, 4 power window switches, all automatic, door locks, window locks, and mirror controls. Memory for the driver 2-person. And the Harman Kardon speaker system. The door pockets are just big enough for a standard size water bottle. And in the center, a relatively large multi-information display next to 2 analog gauges. And at the top, probably not very visible, but there is also a heads-up display. The interior is a huge step up for Kia. Everything feels very well screwed together, and all the materials from the soft touch upper dash and even the shiny plastics feel relatively high class. Even though these 3 air vents and the screen look like it's been lifted straight off a Mercedes-Benz, it's a very nice place to be. Starting with the infotainment system, there is no central controller, so all the inputs will be done either on the steering wheel or by touch. As expected, there's inbuilt satellite navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Yes, DAB digital radio with FM and AM tuners. I'm sorry if you can't see the screen very well. And swiping to the next page, climate control settings. And the settings for the unit. Working our way down, those are the 3 vents. They're circular in design and you can switch them on and off individually. Hard keys for power and volume, tuning knob, and dedicated buttons for navigation, map, media and radio. SD card slot for the navigation system, and the climate control settings for the driver and front passenger, and 1 push sync. Below, there are connections for the 12-volt power outlet, aux with USB, and also a Qi wireless charging pad. 2 cup holders. Controls for the heated and ventilated seats for the driver and front passenger. And underneath the armrest, a little space to store your key. And a storage area, although it is a little bit shallow as well, with a handy divider tray. The glove box is also illuminated and a decent size. The gear lever is completely electronic and is one of these little joysticks. It returns to the center position after a gear has been selected. So park is a button at the top, and there are 2 indents. So with the button in, 2 up for reverse, 2 down for drive, and 1 up for neutral. Put it back into park and engage the electric handbrake. The pedals are aluminium, and the accelerator is hinged at the bottom. And once the pedal goes all the way down, there is a little click, and that engages an immediate downshift for quick overtaking. Our GT line has the black headliner, driver's vanity mirror with LED lights, which is the same for the passenger, a sunroof, and happily they haven't forgot the sunglasses holder. So let's continue our tour and head over to the back seats. Happily, the quality of the materials comes through to the back. Soft touch armrest with leather stitching. In the center, rear air vents with the same circular design. And here you can adjust the air temperature, whether you want it slightly colder or slightly warmer. 12-volt power outlet with a USB port. 2 map pockets. And a sensor armrest with 2 cup holders. Now, regular viewers will know that I'm quite tall, 6'3" or 190 centimeters, and due to this sloping roofline, we'll have to make sure that we duck to avoid hitting our heads. I'm currently sitting in a more crouched position as well, otherwise my head does hit the roofliner. But the seats themselves are quite comfortable, and if you're shorter than me, headroom obviously won't be too much of a problem. So, let's have a look at the cargo area. There are a few ways to open the trunk. There's the button on the key fob, from inside the car, on the trunk itself, and if you approach the car when it's locked with the key in your pocket, the Stinger will recognize you, and after a succession of beeps, the tailgate will open automatically. And once it is open, there's 406 liters of space. Because it is a liftback, getting your cargo in and out shouldn't be a problem. The space itself is very long, albeit quite shallow. There are 2 LED lights and 4 cargo tie-down hooks, 2 on each side. Underneath, there is a space saver spare, and these 2 bits on the side are just felt, so lifting up the false floor won't be an issue, and they just settle right back down. There's also an emergency manual fuel filler door release. And the seats can of course be folded down, but there are no handy release switches or toggles, so you have to go around the side. And once they're down, they don't fold completely flat, but there is no lip, so sliding in longer heavy objects shouldn't be an issue. And to close, simply push the button at the top. And that's an in-depth tour of the new Kia Stinger. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you've enjoyed the video, show us some love by hitting the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.